Chapter 7. In this session we are going to practice how to use these dative prepositions. And I wrote down 9 English sentences and I want you to help me translate them to German. So, wir gehen. And how do we say to our friend's house? We just use zu, right? And then unseren Freunden. Wir gehen zu unseren Freunden, and the zu indicates that we're going to their house. Oh, it's a friend, to our friend's house. I only used one, so zu unserem Freund. I thought I had used a plural. Sorry about that. We're going to our friend's house. Wir gehen zu unserem Freund, just one friend. I am with my brother. Which preposition do we use when we say we're with a person? Bei. That's right. Ich bin bei meinem Bruder. Okay. I have been here for 5 days. Duration of time. Do you remember which preposition we used? Seit. That's right. Ich bin seit 5 Tagen hier. I have been here for 5 days. I'm flying to Europe. To Europe. Now Europe is a continent. Remember what preposition that requires? Nach. Correct. Ich fliege nach Europa. We are going by bus, means of transportation. Remember, I impressed on you how important that expression was? That's right. Means of transportation, mit. Wir, and going, of course, fahren. Mit dem Bus. By bus. Mit dem Bus. They are all here except for my sister. So, sie sind alle hier. How do you say except for my sister? Außer, correct. Außer. Dative follows it. Meine Schwester. And I'm just going to shorten sister. We are drinking coffee for breakfast. How did we say that? For breakfast, for dinner, for lunch. Who remembers? Wir trinken Kaffee. And how do we say for breakfast? Zum, remember that? Zum Frühstück. Correct. Zum Frühstück. Alright, we stay at home. I put that on the left-hand side as a special expression. Do you remember how we say that? We stay, wir bleiben. And how do we say at home? Zu Hause. There you go, special expression. We are at home, we are staying at home. I do not want to go home. Okay, how do we say to go home? Ich will nicht. How did we say to go? Gehen, right? It's a modal, so it goes all the way to the end of the sentence. And how do we say to go home? Ich will nicht nach Hause. That's correct, because you're going towards the house. Gehen. There we go. These were some of the usages. Just a little check whether you remember how to do those and which ones to use. So if you got all these, you're doing just fine. Now there's another thing. When you write sentences, there's a certain word order. You have subject, verb, and then comes time, manner, and place. So manner is how, how you get somewhere or how you do something. So here it is. Subject, verb, ich fahre. Morgen is the time. The manner is by car, mit dem Auto, and the place is where we are going, nach Alexandria. That's the word order. Next sentence, wir laufen, we are walking, jetzt is the time, now, zu Fuß is the manner, on foot, and where are we going? The place is home, nach Hause. And since we're going home, it's nach Hause. And the last one, ich fahre, I ride, am Montag is our time, on Monday, how? Mit dem Rad, by bike, and the place is the park, through the park. And that's it for this session.